Hey everyone, how's it going? Erkenhelm here again. Today I'm bringing you another one of my replays from this last PAX East. It's going to be my second battle up against Joe, aka Oceanus. As I mentioned in the last one, he's a former gym leader and hopefully a future gym leader as well. So as you can see, he's made a couple of changes to his team, swapped out some Pokemon. He's got a little more water on there, so he's a little more in his element. So definitely an interesting team. It has a Sceptile, which I'm guessing again is his Mega. As I've said before, very fast, has really good special attack, definitely a strong threat. And that Sharpedo, since I'm pretty sure the Sceptile is his Mega, it's got to be a regular Sharpedo. Usually Sharpedo, carries speed boost ability. So it's going to be running Protect the first turn, most likely, to get that speed up. Make sure that it can hit first and hit hard because its defenses aren't great, so it can't take a lot of hits. And there's that Haxorus, which, if you allow it to Dragon Dance once or even twice, it can get pretty scary. So it's something you want to try and shut down. Bringing his Arcanine. Of course, I love seeing others use Arcanine because I love using Arcanine. He's got his Tentacruel. So another similarity between his and my team. And then he's bringing in the Mew, which Mew is interesting because all of its stats are 100. So there are so many different things that you can do with Mew, and I believe it can learn like every TM. So basically get every move. So there's so many things that you can do with it. So not entirely sure what he's going to be going with for that Mew going into this battle. So let's get the battle started and we can find out what he did go with. So he's starting with his Mew. So this kind of tells me that perhaps it's got some hazards. There's the potential for some Stealth Rock, which would be very good against my team. Sure enough, the Mew goes for the Stealth Rock. Not the biggest deal. I have ways to get rid of Stealth Rock or counter any Stealth Rock damage. So I go for the Bug Buzz because I know Mew's Psychic types is going to be super effective. Does a little over half, but he puts up his light screen, so the second one's not going to quite take him out. The light screen tells me it's probably got light clay, and the reflect kind of solidifies that. So those are both going to last 8 turns instead of 5. So that's definitely going to hurt my damage. But I do manage to take out the Mew, and my Tentacruel, my Galvantula is still at full health. So he sends in his Tentacruel here. I decide to go for the Paralyze. I figure it's water type, it's going to be weak against my electric moves. Can slow it down with the Paralyze, and then it's going to be even slower, so that way Electro Ball does even more damage. Because it's the faster you are than your opponent, the more damage Electro Ball does. And you see there, it does a little over half, but because of that light screen, it's going to survive. And it managed to get up a layer of spikes, of the toxic spikes. But it's only one layer, so whenever my Pokemon switch in that are grounded, they're only going to get poisoned, not going to get toxic, which is a lot better. So you see there that second Electro Ball is enough to take out the Tentacruel. So he's not able to get up that second layer of toxic spikes, which is definitely a good thing to prevent there. So his Sharpedo comes in, as I said, carries the Protect to get that speed boost. So I go in with the Thunder Wave on the next turn because I want to slow it down. It's a good way to slow down a Sharpedo, to stop a Sharpedo, is to slow it down. Now that second speed boost, it's still trying to catch up on what its speed is, or was, to begin with. So he goes for the Protect, get another speed boost, but again he's still catching up on that speed. That's going to give me the opportunity to go for Bug Buzz, which is going to bring it down to its Focus Sash there. You know, Bug is super effective against Dark type, so it did a lot of damage. It gets the waterfall off, so it manages to take out my Galvantula. Now, usually my Galvantula goes in, you know, gets the sticky web, and it pretty much goes down almost right away. So how it did so much, you know, it was awesome. Now here was maybe my biggest mistake I made in this battle. Sending my Dragonite in on the Stealth Rocks. I guess I was overconfident with how well my Galvantula did that I wasn't thinking. And I just sent in my Dragonite figuring, hey, my Dragonite could possibly finish it off from here. But that obviously wasn't the case. I was hoping there for the Protect, so that way he could get another speed boost and my Dragonite could get a Dragon Dance off before it started attacking. No such luck, he went right for the Ice Fang, was able to one-shot without my multiscale intact. So in comes my Mega Pidgeot. It took that Stealth Rock damage. Figure here I'm just going to try and finish off the Sharpedo. Goes for the second, gives a speed boost the first turn, but I take it out the second turn, no problem with the Hurricane. 100% accuracy and only had 1 HP left. So he sends in his Arcanine, which the Intimidate isn't going to do a whole lot to Mega Pidgeot. It's a special attacker. Fortunately, Hurricane wasn't enough to one-shot it, and he goes and he gets the crit with the Flare Blitz. That's going to take out my Pidgeot there. The Arcanine is very low in health, though, which is a good thing. It's going to recover a little bit with that leftovers. So I'm going to come in with my Espeon. I'm not sure what this Arcanine's speed is like, but I figure, you know, I could probably outspeed it and take it out with a Psychic. And as you can see there, it does work out. Arcanine's better for his physical defense than his special defense, because that Intimidate for the most part. So, you know, kind of another mistake was sending in Espeon here when the Toxic Spikes are still up. Because my Tentacruel is Poison type, he just comes in and he absorbs the Toxic Spikes. It doesn't even take a Rapid Spin or anything like that. So it, you know, on top of sending my Dragonite in with the Stealth Rocks, you know, sending in my Espeon was another mistake when I should have just went for Tentacruel and gotten rid of all of the hazards. He couldn't put him back up because both his Mew and Tentacruel were down. So here I do finally go into my Tentacruel. I got the Reflect up before I went out, which is going to help counter these Dragon Dances here. Although this Haxorus is still going to be scary. So the Haxorus goes for the Earthquake. It's going to be super effective against my Tentacruel. And because of that, Reflect doesn't matter. It's going to one-shot my Tentacruel. So I'm going to be unable there to get rid of those hazards. Alright, looks like I did get a turn to get rid of those hazards, I guess. Oh no, I absorbed the Toxic Spikes, that's what it was. Took the Stealth Rock damage. So I bring in my Arcanine here because I want to basically cripple this Haxorus. I get the Intimidate, it's going to allow me to take the Earthquake on that first turn and get the Will-O-Wisp, which is basically going to shut this Haxorus down. It is at, you know, it did get 2 Swords Dances, so it's not going to be terrible on its attack, but definitely not nearly as strong as it was. So I'm going to go there for the Protect, get a little bit of leftovers recovery. And I know I can't take another Earthquake, even with the Intimidate and the Burn. So I'm going to switch out my Arcanine. Back to my Espeon. Since I did get my Reflect up a little bit, you know, it's a better sacrifice to get rid of the Espeon than it is the Arcanine, in my opinion. But because of the Reflect, is able to take that earthquake, but the Haxorus is faster because it's at ×2 speed with the 2 Dragon Dances. It's going to take out my Espeon anyway. So now it's down in the red, very low attack. I'm going to send in my Arcanine here. Those Stealth Rocks are still there. And it does enough to take down my Arcanine. So that's going to end the battle. Joe does manage to get his revenge against me. You know, as I said when I sent in my Dragonite, my biggest mistake was forgetting about those hazards and sending in that Dragonite. My second was not sending in the Tentacruel sooner. There were several opportunities I had to get it in and get rid of those hazards, and this battle would have gone completely different. I think I got overconfident with how well my Galvantula did. I had a really good start with it. Took out 2 of his Pokemon, and I had my Sticky Web up. So I guess I just got a little cocky, and it cost me. So Joe did get my badge, and Joe was another one who went on and managed to beat the champion and enter the Hall of Fame at this PAX East. Hoping to battle him again in the future. So thanks everyone for watching. Appreciate you stopping by. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Let us know what you liked, what you didn't like. Any constructive criticism. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's the best way to see when new videos go live. Although we do have a schedule, which is one every Tuesday and one every Thursday. And as usual, links to everywhere you can find us will be down in the description below. You only have 3 days left to apply for be a gym leader at PAX Australia. So if you're thinking about doing that, hurry up and get your application in. And also, PAX Prime is, I think the applications to be a part of the art team for PAX Prime is still available. So if you are interested in that, make sure you check that out as well. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.